Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Now, please excuse if you hear any background noise or the lighting seems not so good. Right now, there's a thunderstorm outside, and hopefully the power doesn't go out. Like this summer when there was a thunderstorm coming by, the power would never go out. It would be like a 5% chance, but if it does go out, then I apologize. Hopefully, I don't have to start all over again if it does go out and such. So that's what the noise is. Just a, hopefully it's not a severe thunderstorm, though, and anything. So, that's what's going on. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite episodes from Nostalgia Critic Season 6. Now, after going through some of the episodes, I realized this has to be my second season next to, Season 5. Not Season 5. Season 4, I lost track. I finally managed to go through all the season lists to list down some of them, and I only have, like, about 4 left. Like, 4 videos to do. I've done with all the listing. The rest after this is going to be top 5, so I'm going to be, like, done with these, like, pretty soon. I'm like probably going to release them, I don't know, once a week. It just depends on my schedule. So, I was originally going to do a top 5 for Season 6, but I realized there's so many good episodes to consider my favorites, I just have to pick 10. So, yeah, it's going to be the top 10 favorite Nostalgia Critic episodes from Season 6. And, this is the season where, Doug Walker decided to bring the character back, probably for good, in more high production value, like the reviews are longer, he's reviewing newer movies, things like that. And there's a lot of them I really enjoy, especially one I think has to be my favorite Nostalgia Critic episode of all time to date. And so let's get to it. I do have one honorable mention. AI, his review of AI, Artificial Intelligence, that Steven Spielberg movie, or whoever directed it, is originally going to be Stanley Kubrick's film, and then he died, and I guess Steven Spielberg took over. Yeah, that one. Alright, let's get on to the top 10. Number 10, that is...
Yeah, I think $5,000 a sting should do it. Huh? Don't you think?
Who cares? We're an hour and a half in! The other movie had an elevator and blood, 2 scary girls, and... whatever the fuck that was! And aside from the ghost once again closing the doors every once in a while, nothing creepy is happening at all! What's next? They're gonna terrifyingly tinker with the thermostat?
I know there's some people out there who don't really care for like more of the high budget reviews, like with more production, more skits, but I actually liked a few of them. Like this one I think is the funniest. Now, I've never seen the original Shining. As I've said before, I'm not into horror films, although, honest, I really am interested in seeing the original Shining with Jack Nicholson after watching this review. Now, this is where he reviews the miniseries that came out in the late 90s, like on TV, and it just did not turn out very exciting at all. But I really did enjoy, Doug Walker did a great job portraying the Jack Nicholson, like parodying the scenes from the original Shining, and I thought it was really funny. Although I do have to check out the original at some point, even though I'm not into horror films, why not? Even if you've never seen the original, you can probably enjoy, his, like Doug Walker's crazy acting in that, and make you want to watch the original, even if you're not into this kind of stuff. I don't know. Alright, number 9.
Rather than just let the terror of the attack speak for itself, let's fly by every poetic symbol of American innocence we can find.
Konnichiwa.
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 Konnichiwa. All your base are belong to us.
Now, if this movie came out like when I was in high school or middle school, whenever we were learning about World War I and Pearl Harbor, and we're forced to see this movie, I would say no, because, like, this movie's, like, so freaking... I've never seen it, but damn, I can believe that it is boring. Like, completely boring. And there's some other stuff, like I said, there's the sketches and stuff with Nostalgia Group portraying as Michael Bay, like, from his rise to downfall and back to rise again, that sort of thing. And it has to be, like, one of my favorite reviews, because it has my favorite Nostalgia Critic outburst of all time. Right here.
1, you have to grow up and be an adult. 2, you have to actually represent these people as best as humanly possible. You son of a bitch!
Wow. I couldn't tell you how much I love that. I mean, I don't know how else he can top it in the future. He hasn't topped it yet, but that's just my favorite moment. And yeah, like I couldn't really, exclude these off the list or make them honorable mentions. That's why I have to do a top 10. It's just too hard to pass by. But Pearl Harbor, another great review, like mainly at the bottom of the list. Number 8.
You know, Guy, you keep coming up with these complicated ways to seize power. Have you ever thought about just going up to a really powerful nation and being like, "Dragons! I can make dragons! Give me all your shit!"
Now this is another one of those movies that I could have sworn I seen as a kid, but have no memory of it. I've never seen the original, actually, from this actor. Forgive me, I cannot pronounce his name, but I was aware he was in the Ten Commandments. And this is like one of the movies, like the original one, The King and I, my mom wanted me to see for a while, along with the original Planet of the Apes, because, like, I've never seen those movies as a kid. But I do enjoy the Nostalgia Critic's review of the animated version. I thought it was, it was funny, especially the one bit where people have to, like, whistle to scare a dragon away. It makes no sense. And, yeah, it's one of my favorite reviews, and it's just so funny. I like watching it a lot. Even I still do. Alright, number 7.
This would be really good for him.
Well, this is the best possible way for him to make some friends.
Coach Cal doesn't see it.
Coach Cal, like, speaking to the third person. Coach Cal thinks if an old crusty white man like Bob Dole can do it, Coach Cal can too.
This is the review that marks his comeback. Like the one, not like a review, kind of like a short film, whatever. The review must go on. It's not on the episode guide list, so I'm not going to count that. But this is like the official Nostalgia Critic review since the last one, which was Scooby-Doo in season 5. And what a nice comeback. I've never seen the movie, and at first I heard, well, it may be kind of decent, kind of, cutesy and all that, but I don't know. I don't know what happened with this film. It's just, I don't know. The way he represented didn't make any sense, whatnot, but yeah, like a very fun review, very good comeback, and I really enjoy it a lot. And we have this movie to thank for encouraging Doug Walker to bring back the Nostalgia Critic. Not that I don't think he would be big as he is now with this character. So we owe it to that film, even if it didn't turn out great at all. Alright, number 6.
But Aang wakes up and escapes Zuko through the most masterful approach possible. Reenacting a Tom and Jerry routine.
Now, I remember the show Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I believe I've never seen a single episode of it in my life. And now I regret it because the way Doug Walker put it out, like, he used to do blogs talking about the show and all that, and it turned out to be like a great show. But the movie, even if you're aware of the show or not, it looks like a really bad representation. And it's directed by Shyamalan, and boring, and the acting's bad and stuff. And it's just, I don't know. Like, I enjoyed this review a lot, like poking fun at it. Calling it the worst adaptation of all time, and it kind of is, and that actually occurs to me to probably at some point go watch the original cartoon that I missed seeing on TV as a kid. Like I cannot remember if I know somebody who's seen this show, but if they did, they would probably hate this movie as well. But I like the review a lot. Very funny, very productive, and of course the Shyamalan mean guy and stuff. And so, yeah, this is another one of my favorite reviews. It was definitely worth the wait. Glad he reviewed that one. Number 5.
What is up with this kid? The other children are at least clapping and cheering, but he's just rocking his head like a psychopath. Play some heavy metal music over that. I like dogs!
And that's most literally the title of the video, the worst Christmas special ever, whatever it is. It was actually his review of some really bad anime film I've not seen. I'm gonna act like I've seen those even though I haven't. It is this review of an anime movie called The Christmas Tree, and boy does that look so damn cheap. I mean, the animation's bad, acting bad and stuff. He really pointed it out. And like the one thing I love about this episode was his message at the end. Like, I'm not gonna say what the movie says that made him, because like the true meaning of Christmas, what Christmas is really about. It's a really heart-touching message. You see his co-stars, his brother, especially his parents, like at the end. And especially his mother, God rest her soul. She seemed like a very sweet person. And I was watching the episode again, and it nearly brought me to tears. Like, his mother seems very genuinely sweet. What she had to say at the end, very, it really is true. And, rest in peace, Mrs. Walker. And you have raised a very funny son that I look up to along with some other people. And So yeah, that's another one of my favorites. If you haven't seen that review, definitely check it out. Especially stay at the end, even though it's not Christmas time yet for another couple of months. But it's just a sweet message that everybody should live by. All right, number 4.
And just listen to how the music tries to scare you into what I guess is supposed to be a big reveal. Oh my god, everything's upside down! Fuck!
Devil is another one of those movies that Shyamalan somehow was involved in. I don't think he directed it though. I think he somehow produced it. This is like one of the episodes he released during Nostalgia-ween. There's like, I believe, one other one that I have to mention. Yeah, after this. His review also takes place in an elevator, like with these other characters from Santa Christ, the villain from Power Rangers, Rita, I believe is her name, and Malcolm Ray playing the devil, like the black guy devil, from one of the reviews I'm going to say at number 1. And I thought it was really funny, and especially the sign of the devil coming, like in the movie, seemed pretty stupid. Really? Jelly side down, you flip a piece of toast, and if it lands jelly side down, the devil's here? Dumb. But funny review nonetheless. Number 3.
Now I really hate sharks too.
Well, thanks for that ingenious insight.
As if falling from the sky and eating people wasn't enough. Well, now they've attacked your dad's kinda, sorta, but not really girlfriend.
Yeah, isn't that kind of like saying you hate Osama bin Laden after 9/11, but then after you found out he didn't feed his cat?
Oh, well, now I really hate him.
Now this is the one movie that also came out during 2013's Nostalgia-ween that I really hope he looks at the other Sharknado movies. The first Sharknado, this is where he did a crossover with the Cinema Snob. And that review is like really funny. Even though I've never seen any of those movies, I have no interest in. I heard they're pretty bad movies. I wish like they would do more. Maybe if Doug wouldn't do them with Brad Jones plays the Cinema Snob, maybe separate reviews. Even though it'd probably be the same thing like the Transformers movies. That's why he didn't want to review the newest one, because it's the same thing over and over again. Maybe except maybe with different actors or at different places. I'm not sure, but I would definitely see him to review more. But yeah, yeah, I like the Sharknado review a lot. The movie looks real bad, but I don't know. Maybe it's one of those movies like one of these days I can probably watch and laugh at. And rest in peace, John Hurd. In case you want me to bring that up, John Hurd's like in the first part of that movie, if you've seen the clips. Watch it now. It's kind of like not easy, but just want to mention that for those of you wondering. Number 2.
It seems to me we may have met.
Your face is not a face I would forget.
Way to bring in that Broadway training there, Hugh.
Forget.
Now, Doug has done like a few musical reviews for Nostalgia Critic. Like he's done, the first one was Moulin Rouge, and this one was, I'm gonna have a bad time trying to pronounce this. Les Mirage. That play. They technically reviewed the movie that came out in 2012. This is the lightning. This is my favorite musical review that he's done, and I don't know if he's gonna do more. I would love to see him do more. I enjoyed the review a lot. There's some cameo appearances by some other internet celebrities like Bronto Floss and a few others I don't watch. I know the nerd's not in it, no. But I really enjoy it. It was shot at Con Bravo, which is this convention in Canada, the same place Doug shot his The Wiz review in the last season. And yeah, Todd and the Shadow's also in this one as well. I mean, I really enjoy it. It almost took the number 1 spot because of its high-end production stuff, and it's a lot of fun. I've never seen the musical, don't know anything about the musical, or I've never seen the movie, but it's definitely a fun musical watch. It's like my favorite. I think I like it a lot better than the Moulin Rouge review. That one I really enjoy. Okay, now my number 1 favorite episode from Nostalgia Critic Season 6, and my favorite Nostalgia Critic episode of all time is...
Whoa! Hey, stop right there! There's the poster for your movie! That'll get the kids coming in!
Come see Son of the Mask, a family picture.
I wanted him to review this piece of shit movie for years. He finally did it in this season. It was worth it. I mean, it just sums up everything about the movie in a nutshell. Like there'd be certain reviews where I kind of like, even if I seen it or not, I would kind of disagree. But this one, I kind of almost agreed. Like, doing the sequel to Son of the Mask should not be hard. I mean, the first Mask with Jim Carrey was great. It's still a funny movie. It still holds up. It's entertaining. Son of the Mask wasn't. It was awful. And for those of you who haven't seen the movie, consider yourselves lucky. It's just that it was just awful. He did the review for the movie. That I really enjoyed the review. It just, it's just like one thing. It's like one of the reviews where I really agree with almost 100%, which I agree with almost every single thing he said. I mean, and that's where we saw first time with Malcolm Ray playing the Black Devil and stuff, and the one actress who left at the beginning of the following season, season 7, Rachel, played the Devil's daughter, and there's a funny sequence at the beginning with her trying to terrorize the people in hell. You have to see the review. I mean, it's actually one of my favorite reviews. Very funny, very productive, and definitely you should check out. If you hate Son of the Mask like I did, you'll love the review. Trust me. Alright, so my voice is going out, and the rain's still coming down, and my mom called right before I started filming this, said it's going to get worse, so I better, shut this off, get this video edited. Hopefully the power stays on. Hopefully I'll have this up today. If not, be the next day. I'll have somebody else's requested. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my video talking about my top 10 favorite episodes since Nostalgia Critic. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!